I came sorry boleh buat. Alright, sekarang lagi ke kau kena cakap sebab ni. Pesan kau lagi. Sekejap. Aku take lepas. Ya. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Doktor. So, thank you for accepting our meeting. So, this is for our segment professional English too actually. So we actually to interview a successful person in a business. So, actually, immediately, smart. Uh, Dr. Alina basically because I have experience with Dr. Alina for like a year. So I know like she is like a successful person I know right now. So I will be successful future like Dr. will Dr. Center that mentioned. So what is our teammate actually? There is Wani, F, Fatih and Yaya. So before we start the interview, can I ask Doctor to like introduce Doctor self first to our lecturers?
Oh, hi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alina Hasni, Dr. Alina Hasni. I am actually from Dermaline. I ni macam grow up lah. I grew up grew up in multiple backgrounds actually. I used to grow up in the UK and I also had my studies in the local as well. So I've got a bit of both worlds in my childhood punya years lah. In terms of my background is undergraduate study in internal medicine, and then after internal medicine saya sambung housemanship di Hospital Serdang. And then after that I did my medical officer dekat klinik kesihatan Port Dickson, and then I further my study in masters in clinical dermatology dekat Cardiff University dekat United Kingdom lah. And then I came back. I stayed for a while in the government, and I decided to go my own way after that. So I become a business owner after that.
So actually, sorry, sorry. So actually, why did you choose to study dermatologist in?
Oh, okay. So why dermatology in specific? So I've always liked things to be very visual. I'm very visual about things in life. Tak kisahlah anything. So I wanted to study satu bidang tu di mana I can see the improvement tu dari mata kasar visually. So anything that's visual is very intriguing for me. So for example, macam contoh, if you have sakit jantung, you cannot see that, right? If you treat the sakit jantung, you cannot see that, visually. So I wanted something yang I boleh nampak the changes. So that's when dermatology comes into mind lah. Macam tu.
So during studies, actually, what motivated you when you were having a hard time, like studying, like mental block, maybe alignment group?
Okay, so kalau macam time study dulu, apa yang membuatkan tu? So usually I always put what's the end goal. So actually you nak what would you want to achieve at the end of the study? So I focus on the results. I don't focus on process. So process can be hard,
Yes, true.
but result are you aiming for, sebab if we know our goal, then we akan try untuk strive towards it. Tapi of course lah, you have other coping mechanism kan. Macam contoh, bila you overwhelm too much thing on your mind, of course dulu masa time dulu I study, I tengok YouTube. Time tu tak ada Netflix kan.
Ah, maybe YouTube.
And yeah, tengok YouTube, and then apa lagi? I go online. Tapi I
Facebook.
suka membaca juga actually at
Oh,
the same time. Reading lah, reading and podcast actually. Podcast is
as I know, I started with a Facebook page, right? I remember.
yes. Tahu pun Arai. Yes.
So, after all of that, actually, why do you decided to start an industry in dermatology after like doctor work at government?
Okay, because what I would like to sebab I suka something yang I boleh change, yang I boleh bagi impact,
Mm-mm.
yang ada improvement. So I like to create something yang solve problem, yang solve problem. So bila solve problem tu, kalau solve problem seorang-seorang, okay, yes, that's what we are doing right now. Tapi kita nak dia punya impact dia tu massive. So kita solve Malaysians problem.
Yeah, skin's problem.
Yes.
So, the last question for me actually is so while doing business as a dermalin, what actually has has been through?
I think Aaron knew about this already since he was our intern. Very lovely intern indeed. So, okay, as a business owner, I feel that because you have to manage multiple things, so you do have to know all the angles, like every department, the problems, problem solving skills. I think that's very, very important. And that's a little bit challenging for me as well because we've been, from medical side, we've been always solving problems related to medical conditions, right? And then when you go into business, so it's not just the medical condition, it's not just the physicality of it, it's about managing human expectation, it's
Yes.
managing the team expectation, it's coordinating, teamwork and creating that culture that we want. Macam tu lah. Sorry, Malay lagi.
Apa mix apa tu?
Okay. Mm.
Okay, so I'll pass it to Wani for the last five questions. Actually.
Mm.
Okay, hi doctor.
Hi, Wani.
Okay, for the first question from me, it would be okay, as someone who actually already been in this industry for quite some time, what kind of the characteristic for doctor sendiri for doctor as a good dermatologist untuk okay,
Dermatologist
I
or
guess
as a business owner?
okay, so macam what characteristic does a good dermatologist need to possess lah?
Oh, okay. So if you want to become a dermatologist, so you need to really have one very particular character, which is meticulous. Which is, you have to be very meticulous because it is involved the skin, right? So paying attention to detail is important when it comes to skin. So the progress of the skin, you have to monitor each and every mechanism of action of the diseases. So itu antara, yeah. So one of the characteristic is being in the know, being somebody who are willing to go um, in depth into understanding why the skin behaves as it is, pigmentations, flare-ups of acne, for example, all that. Yeah, paying attention to details. Yeah.
Understood. Okay, so for the next question, do you have any good advice for people out there to the importance of how to take care of your skin and something like that?
Oh, for healthier skin. Okay, so
Yeah.
for healthy skin, I usually advise you need four components to ensure healthy skin. So first, you have to have a a washing, cleaning routine that suits your skin using the right ingredients that suits your skin type. So because there's no such thing as skincare for all skin type. So that's the
Yeah.
one out from that. So the cleaning side of it. The second one is actually the treatment side of it. So if you have a particular lesions that you need to manage and treat, so you have to have a topical that attacks to that. So for example, if you have pigmentation, you really have to have the serum with the right active ingredients to target that. So second is about the treatment. The third is about the moisturizing. Moisturizers. You really need to moisturize. You need to make sure that your skin is not too dry
Mm-hmm.
because that would actually prevent the skin to become, prevent the skin barrier to be healthy. So you need a healthy skin barrier, which is you can pakai moisturizer. And the fourth one is a method where you have to protect the skin properly. So Aran would know. You have to. So what do you have to wear, Aran? What do you have to use? Yeah. So you need a good sun protection on top of that. So yeah, good cleaning routines have a good usage of topicals which cater to your skin needs. Good hydration to protect the skin barrier, and last but not least, the protection with the sun protection.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Doctor, for the answer. And moving on to the next question. What exactly Doctor's plan for this business in the upcoming 4 to 5 years from now?
Oh, okay. All right. So Aaron did a video on me for this. So anyway, so our aspiration for Dermalin is actually to create a platform where we improve the skin condition of many Malaysians, of a lot of Malaysians. So we are trying to be the go-to skin partner in future by the year 2030. So if you see like Institut Jantung Negara, um, so Institut Jantung Negara gathers all the talent for cardiology, right? For anything jantung related, right? Rehab, there's cardiologists, there's training over there. So I wanted to do something similar but with skin, Institute Kulit Negara. So that's the biggest ambition for Malaysia. Yeah.
Okay. So the next will be what about Doctor's future plan
Mm. My personal future plan
for this business?
for this business, yeah.
Yeah.
So my future plan is actually to grow the Merlin to a bigger company and to be a Asia skin partner lah, go-to skin center. So basically, forming a national skin center for Malaysia because Singapore ada national skin center. So Malaysia have to have our own skin center as well. So we have to have the best talent, the best dermatologist doctors on board. We have to produce very clinically apa tu effective treatments for all the skin diseases. I wanted to be the macam backbone lah and the support for dermatology in Malaysia.
Okay, inshallah, anything can happen.
InsyaAllah. Doakan.
Okay. So the last one will be what piece of advice from Doctor that you can give as for us student to the one that they actually want to pursue in dermatologist.
Okay, for students, for those who are planning to take dermatology as part of your training, you need to proceed masa undergraduate studies. You have to apply for medicine, internal medicine first. So you have to do that for 5 years to 6 years, something like that. And then after you graduate, you have to undergo your housemanship. That's training internship, you call it. And then you have to do your medical officer side of things as well. And then after that, you baru boleh apply for the postgraduate. in dermatology. So kalau if you are a different industry, right, and you wanted to go into dermatology, you kena buat medicine dulu, perubatan dulu. And then after that you baru proceed to dermatology lah.
So the people that open a new business at
Open a new business. Okay. For me, I would advise start small first. So if you want to open a business, start small first. You don't have to go all out dulu. You guys have to read the book called Lean Startup or Stretch. You have to stretch your resources first. Arang was here masa stretch our resources. Arang remember during our clinic kan kita our tempat kita apa tu office, right, is very crowded. So what we try to do is bukan kita, but we try to make full use of anything resources yang we already have. So when we have a new resources that we have, we need to make full use of that first, and then you move on, and then you grow. And it's about managing people as well in business. So it's very, very important.
all right. Uh, before make a mouth. So, are there any question from maybe yeah, you wanna ask the ada
Tak ada, tak ada.
ada. All right. So, doctor, thank you for the time for
No problem.
thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, like
But then we have ni kita ada patients hari
oh,
ni. Kita buka pun. Kita buka.
thank you for the time.
Thank you.
So, lovely to you have.
Thank you for the invitation. I wish you guys all the best in future.
InsyaAllah.
And yeah, if kalau free datanglah jumpa saya kat sini. Everyone, bukan Aran sekali. Aran bawa lah kawan-kawan
Okay.
datang. Okay?
Okay, nak scan.
Betul.